Deep in the whispering woods, where fireflies danced like tiny stars and the river hummed a sleepy tune, lived a young beaver named Chris. Chris wasn't the biggest beaver, nor the fastest, but he was known for his clever ideas and his bright, curious eyes that always seemed to be searching for something new. He loved exploring the winding paths of the woods and discovering hidden nooks by the riverbank. The grand announcement one glorious morning, as the sun dappled through the leaves and warmed the forest floor, the Grand Elder, a wise old beaver, announced a special project. His voice boomed, a gentle rumble that echoed through the trees. "Our dam," he declared, "needs a new, strong keystone log. The beaver who finds and helps place the best one will be honored at the Grand Harvest Festival." Chris's heart thumped with a rhythm as lively as a drumming woodpecker. A keystone log was the most important one, the very heart of the dam, holding all the other logs firmly in place. He imagined the cheers, the admiring glances, and most tantalizing of all, the prospect of extra slices of the delicious berry cakes, baked fresh for the festival. Many young beavers, full of youthful zeal, immediately scurried off in every direction, eager to find the biggest, most impressive log they could. They splashed into the water, chattering excitedly about their plans. Chris, however, paused. He had an idea. He remembered a perfect, sturdy oak branch he'd spotted on the far bank of the river, just beyond the tricky, swirling rapids. It was strong and straight, exactly what was needed for a keystone. A test of diligence, he paddled with all his might, his small paws churning the water. The rapids were challenging, but Chris, determined, pushed through. When he finally reached the branch, it was even better than he remembered, a magnificent piece of timber. But it was also incredibly heavy. Very, very heavy. Chris pushed and pulled, huffed and puffed until his lungs ached. He even tried to roll it, digging his claws into the earth, but it wouldn't budge an inch. Sweat beaded on his brow, and a small sigh escaped him. Suddenly, his cousin, a quick, slick beaver named Dash, zipped by, a grin plastered on his face. Dash was known for his speed and his knack for finding shortcuts. "Chris, what are you doing with that tiny twig? You'll be here all day. Look what I found." Dash proudly showed off a large, moss-covered log he'd quickly pulled from a shallow eddy. It looked impressive at first glance, but Chris, with his keen eye, noticed a dark, rotten patch hidden underneath a thick layer of moss. "That log has a soft spot, Dash," Chris said gently, trying to be helpful. "It might not hold up." Dash scoffed, tossing his head. "No one will notice. It's so big and looks great. It'll definitely impress the Grand Elder. Besides," he added with a wink, "it was way easier to move than that old stick you're wrestling with." With a triumphant flick of his tail, Dash quickly pushed his seemingly grand log into the river. Chris felt a familiar pang of doubt. Dash was right, it was hard work. His muscles were protesting, and the sun was climbing higher in the sky. Maybe no one would notice the soft spot on Dash's log. He could just give up on this huge, stubborn branch and grab a smaller, easier log himself. He'd still be able to contribute, and maybe even get some recognition for finishing quickly. But then he remembered the Grand Elder's deep voice, emphasizing a strong keystone log. A rotten log, no matter how big it appeared, wouldn't be strong at all. It might even make the entire dam weak, putting everyone's homes at risk. The thought made his stomach flutter unpleasantly. He took a deep, steadying breath. This was about more than just an award, it was about the safety of his community. He decided to stick with his original plan. He went back to the stubborn oak branch, gnawing patiently at the ground around it, creating a small trench. He wedged his strong tail beneath it, pushed with his powerful hind legs, and then, with a final, mighty shove that made his entire body tremble. He managed to roll it into the water. Bye!